What's up, everybody? It's Words. This is going to be part 2 of Ignorant Parents. In case you don't understand, ignorant is like ignorant broke down. If you want to call it ignorant and indignant put together, then it's ignorant, whatever. Parents that think it's real cool to have their kids in photos doing really stupid things. Who thought it was cute to give a little girl a little jacket and make it look like she's a Nazi? And furthermore, what did you plant in her head to make her think that that was cool? And what if something happens to y'all and y'all aren't Nazis anymore, or maybe she gets adopted or something, Child Protective Services takes her, whatever, and these pictures get released later in life? I mean, what's going to happen to her? You're setting her up. You're branding. It just sucks. It sucks. Taking pictures of your kids holding guns, you know, smoking, or what's worse is, it's not even worse, but you posing like Project Pat or something, and you got your kids in the photo with you holding guns. Is that really a good look? Or are you trying to say, like, what is the message you're trying to portray here? Your kids are tough too. So does that mean that if someone breaks into your house right now, you're cool, you're gonna lay down, or you know, you just gonna stay sleeping because your kids can handle it? Are you really trying to show people how tough your kids are? So would you let a grown-ass man come in your house and go up against your kids because they got guns, because they must be tough? Other than little baby Bam Bam and that one kid that looks like Jean-Claude Van Damme a little bit, who's been weight training, no, your kids are not that tough. I'm just saying, what's the message you're trying to show here? Are your kids gonna rob somebody? Is that what you're trying to show? Yeah, my kids can rob you. Oh, excellent. That's gonna look real. That's a good look. No, it's not. It's not a good look. Whack. There's a fine line between cute and what looks negligent to me. Like this little girl who is clearly in a pile of money. It doesn't look like she's holding any money. It's just like she's playing, and she accidentally walked into the money room with Scrooge McDucks or something, and she's just there. Let's talk about negligence. Let's talk about negligence. Ignorant parents will leave their kids any old where. Any old where. Let's leave our kids, I don't know, let's leave our kids in the car. I don't care if it's a cold winter day, hot summer day, nice temperature outside, AC on, windows down, whatever. Why would you leave your kids in the car? You go into the ATM and you're 5 feet from it, I can see. You're not going to take all your kids out of the car that's 2 feet from you to go to the ATM. But if you think you running in the store and you leaving your kids in the car, how about not? How about you bring the kids in? Have you seen anything? Or leaving your kids alone? That's another stupid thing. Have you ever seen any episode of Dateline NBC, for one thing? You see what these kids do alone on the internet. You see what adults are doing to kids on the internet.
Could you explain yourself?
I'm sorry. Certainly. I'm sorry.
What's going on here?
Your son IM'd me, and he told me to come on over.
He IM'd you?
Yes, sir.
You can sit down. How did he know to IM you?
I don't know, sir, honest.
So he just chose you out of the blue and said, come on over, get naked, and walk into the kitchen.
Well, I sat there talking to him for a little bit, yes.
And what'd you guys talk about?
We were just talking about anything, sir.
How old are you?
I'm 29, sir.
29. And what do you do for a living?
I drive a school bus.
You drive a school bus?
Yes, sir.
And you thought it was appropriate to walk into the home of a 14-year-old boy who you thought was alone, buck naked. What was your plan?
I don't know, sir.
What's your full name?
John Canella.
And you're a school bus driver or a teacher?
Teacher.
You're a teacher. I'm going to need to see some ID.
I left that at home, so I'm sorry.
I'd like to see some ID. turned out later that he was neither a teacher nor a bus driver. In fact, he was unemployed and had been for some time. What kind of conduct is this for a high school teacher?
None, sir. I've never done this before.
You're going to tell me you've never done this before?
No, sir.
So you just woke up this morning and said, I'm going to get involved in an internet conversation with a 14-year-old boy. I'm going to go to his house, strip naked, and walk in with a 12-pack of beer. This was just something you thunk up today.
No, sir. I'm not talking to him about it online.
Do you see how this looks, John?
Yes, sir.
Let me just see the driver's license.
I'm sorry, sir.
I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. What would have happened? What would have happened, John, if I wasn't here?
I probably would have chickened out, sir.
Chickened out. Do you see why that is hard for me to believe?
I do, sir. That is the truth.
You say to him, are you straight, bi, or gay? He says gay. I just don't tell anyone. You say, sweet, I won't, I promise. You say, you are so effing hot, bro. I want to be your boyfriend if you will have me. I'm serious.
I was just chatting. I was just...
Chatting? You're sitting in this kitchen naked.
You see what's going on out there. So how do you think nothing bad's going to happen to your stupid ass kids? Sorry, but kids are not smart. They're just learning everything. And I'm going to get to that learning everything in a second. Negligent, ignorant parenting, it starts way before birth even. For all of y'all who are taking half-naked photos, thinking you hot on Facebook, MySpace, or whatever, pregnant, there's a fine line between what Erykah Badu and Lauryn Hill are doing when it looks like art and glamour shots, because pregnancy is a beautiful thing. I get it. And just being a whore. It gets to the point, like, let's say your son becomes, teenager, early 20s, whatever. And then these pictures come out. Internet's big. I can only imagine what the information age is going to do now that Twitter's out. What's going to happen 5-10 years from now, even 18 years from now. And the only thing that's going to happen is your kids' friends are going to see it. And if they're anything like my friends, they're going to clown you they're going to clown your child to no end. And it's going to be one of those, hey, yo, dog. Hey, you know how you ended up in that stomach of hers, right? It's gonna be like that, and you only have one option from there. You gotta fight. You got to. There's really no other option. There's just, what are you gonna do? Yeah, my mom was naked, guys. Come on, let it go. Let it go. Come on. Furthermore, let's talk about these women who thinks it's cool to drink or smoke or both while you're pregnant. Do you want to kill the child? Because they actually have buildings for that. They're actually clinics. You want to get rid of the child, do that. Oh, are you trying to kill yourself? There's other creative ways to do that without killing another life. Because unless you want to be a murderer, how about you do that on your own time and not kill a child? How about that? No, but you're stupid. Or you're just trying to say, I don't give a fuck. They have shirts that say that, okay? Buy a shirt. Don't endanger this life that's inside you. I swear on everything, they have license to own pets, but they don't have licenses to have children. They let anybody have a kid. You can't not just anyone can have a pet. How the hell is that? How does that even work? You should have a full background check before you can have a child. Yes, I understand that's freedom, and a lot of y'all don't agree with me on that. Heck, I have a hard time saying that. But thinking about all these negligent parents running around out here, having not being able to support their kids, or people who will have children just to get extra money and live off the... I don't really know anybody like that. At least I hope I don't. And if I do know somebody like that, I'm not taking it back. I'm not taking those words back for anybody. I understand if there's a slump in your life and, those government checks and whatnot are helping you out. But you should not live off of your children. What happens when they get too old or something happens and now it's you? You can't support yourself as an adult, then you shouldn't have children. Okay, I need to calm down. All right. Smoking and drinking is bad as an adult. So you should not do it. Domestic violence, though, is not cool, but then you do stuff around kids. Domestic violence ain't cool when kids pick that stuff up, man. It affects them as adults. Matter of fact, I just saw an ad today, very old ad that talks that shows that children are learning. Like I said, children see, children do. It's like monkey see, monkey do. Kids are the same way. They're gonna do what you do, and even if it's not a direct reflection of it, it's gonna be in some way. Children will do what you do. So yeah, children will do anything that you do. I can't explain to y'all my disgust with this. So in conclusion, look in the mirror, y'all. Are your children a priority? Not just your children being a priority, but are their futures a priority? Because you can set them up right now, right this second, for success, or you can set them up for failure right now. Every single little thing you do. You could be watching my blog and they could be in the other room drinking bleach from out under the sink. You know, but, you know, just take a look at what you're doing. So to all y'all single moms or whatever who are out here taking, you know, half-naked photos online with your kids, or like either in the picture or in the background. Maybe you got some naked stripper photos and your kids are there. Great role model. You're fantastic. Fantastic. Going right back to what I said before about their people seeing that later and talking about they're the reason that you're here. So yeah, y'all, please start making more sense. It's words.
Well, dude, there you have it.